Hey, my name is Travis Roberts.
How you doing, Travis? My name is Kachi.
Okay, it's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, sir.
Okay. Can you tell me what brought you to see me today?
I'm here about an issue. I'm worrying about what's going to happen with my daughter. See, you find out I just found out I have pancreatic cancer, and I'm gonna have to be in the hospital for a long time, and I'm like worried about what's gonna happen with her. I'm depressed because the cancer. It's just a lot of things. I don't know what to do.
Tell me a little bit about your daughter.
Well, her name is Kalechi. She's 15 years old, and just that I don't know who she gonna stay with. Like she's perfectly capable keeping up with herself, but still, it's just that I'm the only person that she has. It's just me. My mom, her mom passed away a couple of years ago. You know what I'm saying? And we've been doing good since then. But like, just I don't know what to do.
Okay. Um, is there any other extended family
Um,
that's in this area?
I have brothers, but they live too far from where I stay.
Okay.
They're like nowhere near, and they're all busy with their own family. I don't want to be a burden on them. And yeah.
Okay.
And she don't want to move because of school, friends, all that. It's a lot to do.
Okay. Do you think that there's anything that you can set up, while you're in the hospital, to where it'll help you ease the stress or the anxiety that you're feeling so far?
I mean, yes and no. I'm just worried about her. I'm just worried about if she's gonna be okay. And I mean, of course, I'm worried about the whole being in the hospital and dealing with this pancreatic cancer because it's a hard thing to come to you if you just find out that you have cancer.
Right.
But I mean, they say that it's. I caught it early, so that's good. But I don't know. I don't know if you know what I'm saying. I'm always scared that I might die. You know what I'm saying? Because yeah, you have cancer. It's like a big thing.
Right.
I don't want to be. I don't want to be in the hospital and everything's fine. One day, the next minute, boom, I'm dead.
Mm-hmm.
Now who's gonna take care of my daughter? Pay all her school fees and feed her and stuff. It's a lot to worry about. So I mean, it's just anxiety that I can try to hide and try to fix, but it's nothing I can do about it. It's just there. It's like big on my shoulders. It's a lot to do with me.
Have you talked to your daughter about it as of yet?
Um, she knows I have cancer, but I'm trying not to worry her about too much stuff like that. Cause I mean, her mom died recently. I don't want to bring this up in that it's possibly that her dad could die also. I told her that I'm fine, but I don't want to put that idea in her head that one day daddy just may not come back. I really don't want to put that idea in her head.
How do you think your daughter will survive? Case in point, if you pass within the next week without you speaking to her about the severity of the issue, how do you think she would survive?
Hmm. I don't know. I mean, she can take care of herself. That's the issue. Not because it's just that mental burden is going to come from it. You know, a lot of kids, their parents died and they stuff happens to them. You know, emotionally, all that stuff. For all I know, she might get sick and then whatever afterwards, or maybe it'll be too much for her mentally. I really don't know. I guess it would be a good idea to go home and talk to her about it. To let her know what's up.
That's exactly what I was trying to get at. I think it would be great for you to bring the topic up, and build it into your everyday life until you get to the point where you let her know, nothing. Another day is not promised. It's not definite that you're gonna be here tomorrow or that she's gonna be here tomorrow. I think that's one of the key components. That you guys can actually bring it up. My agency, we offer services to where we can help families, you know, um, with therapy. I'll be sure to look into that for you
Thank you.
and
Yeah, it's
sign you
therapy.
up for that.
Anything will help me.
Right. Right. So, what are the doctors saying?
I mean, well, it was one random day. I was just real sick. I mean, I don't know what it was. I know I was throwing up, all that stuff, fever. I was like, what's going on? It's crazy. I went to the doctor, and I went to see this doctor, and he basically was like, I'm sorry to tell you that you have cancer. And I was like, oh. Because it just brought tears to my eyes. I was like, oh my god, that big C word, saying cancer. But he was like, saying good thing we caught it early, saying we're gonna give you medications and stuff, and the chemo. And like, I'm just scared because I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna help me because it's gonna do more harm than it's gonna do a lot of harm for us. Good. It gotta kill the cancer. Just from what he told me, the chemo is like putting poison in our body or something. It's like I don't know. Like he's saying, like I'm gonna get nauseated and this and that. I might lose my hair, and you know what I'm saying? It's a lot. I might get weak, and it's just wow, it's crazy. And then the money. I mean, luckily I have the money to deal with it, and I have insurance, but still, it's crazy money regardless.
Do you, so will you, with being hospitalized, are you set to the point where you can actually go without work for a period of time?
Hmm. What's up? At first, yeah, but if it's like a long time, I don't know. Well, I mean, if that's the case, then I always ask my brother. They'll at least help me with the money.
Okay.
I can always get the money issue, but like I said, I really don't want to ask them for money. I'm not the type of person that ask money from my family if I don't necessarily need it.
Well, it's a necessity. Um, if you were to be hospitalized for a short period of time, and you were not capable of taking care of your bills,
Mm.
it is a necessity. And to have that family to ask for assistance will be great. That's a burden that you can lift off of your shoulders with the help of your brothers. So, how is school going for your daughter?
Oh, she's doing good. You know, she gets A's and B's. You know, she's. I mean, right when her mom died, she had this little phase, I guess, when she was acting out. She wasn't doing as good in school, but you know, we sat down, we talked about it. You know what I'm saying? And she grew out of it. I mean, she does really good in school, A's and B's. She has friends here and there. She's a good kid.
Okay. Do you have any problems out of your daughter? Like any type?
For the most part, no
Okay.
problem.
And your relationship with your daughter, how would you describe that?
I mean, you know, she's like a preteen teenager, 15. So, you know, I be wanting to find everything out of her. Listen, she's doing the school thing too, but you know, there's boys and all this stuff. And you know, I was trying to ask her, but you know, she doesn't want to tell me everything. So I understand, but you know, I still gotta be on her case about it. That's what I'm here for. I don't want her to go down the wrong path of these other women all over the place, all these other girls around here that doing, they're pregnant, having sex. I don't know. I don't want all that from my kid.
Um, my next step is to actually get into how you feel. You know, I want to go more in depth about how you feel about your next couple of weeks. You know, going through chemo, being hospitalized for a certain period of time, trying to figure out, how your daughter's going to manage, how your bills going to be paid. I want to go a little more in depth from the things that you've told me about, you know, so we can help ease the stress, ease the pain, ease the headache that you're having, behind this recent news that was, you know, brought to you by your doctor. So I guess what I'm trying to get at is how do you think you'll end up within the next month or so, going through chemo, through the first stages of chemo? How do you think your life will pan out, at that time?
Um, I mean, it says pretty rough. It say I'll be nauseated. They were talking about I'm gonna lose my hair. You know, my hair ain't the best. You know, I want to keep my hair. I mean,
Right,
I don't know.
right.
And then just I'm not for laying in the bed all day and being in the hospital. I like to go out and do stuff. You know, I like to be out and about, but I can't do it to be honest. So it's gonna be stressful. But you know what? I'm a pretty strong guy. So if I feel like I'm getting better and it's in the long run gonna help me, I'll be cool with it. Now, hopefully, I'm getting better. Now, if I start getting worse, then they'll probably, I mean, I'll probably be scared. I mean, I'm always scared. 'Cause you never know, because I might feel like tomorrow dead. But I'm not as scared because they caught it early. But, you know, hopefully, I always start, you pray to God and all that stuff. Hopefully, it's good. But if it's not, I try to think about that. Try to be positive and optimistic about everything.
Right. It's one thing to be positive and optimistic, but it's another to actually accept, the other side of the spectrum. You know, it's always great to go in with positive thoughts. It's always great to go in thinking that everything is going to be okay, but to actually relate the bad things that may happen in your life to the variables that are around you is another thing. A lot of issues that people have is that they don't talk about it. They don't seek help. They don't, communicate with the people that are going to be directly or indirectly affected by what's going to happen to you. And I'm glad and gracious that you actually came out to visit me. You came out and sought that help. You did this on your own. You sought out counseling. What I want to tell you is that there are some services that we have set up to where your daughter can actually live on her own in the home that she's staying in, seeing that it's already paid for, um, and, finish out her high school and choose to actually go to college on her own. Um, with her being 16 in 2012, if this was to happen when she was 16, we will do, um, we'll set her up with, like there's a program where a lot of kids age out of foster care, and we'll set her up with out of the home, living to where there's a stipend that she would get as long as she's continuing. She's still in school. She's maintaining the grades that she needs to maintain. Um, she actually is doing everything. She's attending school like she's supposed to. Um, we prefer for her to get a part time job, in this situation, and her schooling. If she decides to go to college, she can go wherever she wants in the United States of America, and her schooling will be paid for. This does not include financial aid. If she wanted to apply for financial aid and the state grants her financial aid, that money is on top of the monies that this program would actually pay for. That's something you can, when you decide to talk to your daughter, when that dialect is there, that's something that you can express to her. I like for people to give, their family members options to take. You know, um, that's why I asked you earlier in the interview, how did you feel about talking about it? And you told me that you had yet to talk about it. You didn't want to talk about it because you didn't want to worry her. But it's okay. I want you to get to the point where it's okay to talk about it. I want you to get to the point where you give her different options, to go by. Because if you ask one of your brothers, if it would be okay if she stayed with them, you know, for the time being, maybe one of them will say yes, it wouldn't be an issue. Maybe she would actually agree to going down there and staying with them. I'd rather you set that up now at the very beginning stages. Not to say that anything bad or terrible is going to happen to you, but I'd rather you set that up now, if, to see what she would to do. Give her the actual opportunity or the chance. Now, I did mention earlier about counseling. I would love for you to come in for counseling, and at some point during counseling, as the time progressed, I would want your counselor would ask that you bring your daughter in with you. If you need assistance, if you need help, breaking the news to her, let her know what the good outcome would be, and letting her know what the bad outcomes would be. Let us know. Let the counselors know. They'll be able to help you. Get that information across to your daughter. They would be able to help you get the information across to your job. Even to your family, your extended family members, wherever they are. You know. Is there anything else that you would like to share with me that you haven't shared with me?
Everything seems fine. Even the whole services. I mean, showing me a pamphlet, sign me up for everything. I mean, it all sounds good to me.
Okay. I really appreciate you for coming out today, and we'll be in touch.
I think it's everything.
Thank you.